So I just got back from the restaurant and I asked the lady to make me up some food. So I've got a couple of salads. There's going to be a lasagna in there, half a chicken in there, some salad, some more salad, veggie pizza. And that is to last me, I think it's going to take me 3 days, 4 nights. And then I will have gone from the Bahamas to South Carolina, probably Beaufort, unless Elayna and I converse in the meantime and change location, which is fairly unlikely. But yeah, that's probably what we're going to do. It's been raining today. It's been absolutely bucketing down. The weather is going to be rough. 2 of the 4 weather models have got me getting at least 30 knots. That's all right. Nothing the Vagabond can't handle. So we should be all good. Heading almost dead downwind, so I've just got to make sure I don't jibe, or that boom will knock that camera off the top of this. There's a few pretty dark clouds outside, so I'm going to take a reeve because they're over here, which is like intersecting our path. I can feel the wind picking up and it's definitely time I took a reeve, so that's what I'm going to do now.
Come and save me. And if she tries to take me away, will you grab me before it's too late? It's too late. Oh,
so this squall is upon us now. It went up to 24 knots, so I'm glad I put that reeve in. We were faffing about at only 5 knots for about half an hour, which was a bit unpleasant because the waves were hitting us and the sails were slapping and stuff like that. But then it did get up to 24, so I was glad that I did put that reeve in. And there's just dark storm clouds in the direction that we're headed, like from here all the way over here, and the wind's coming this way. So I knew we were going to get engulfed by this storm cloud. Might get a bit of rain, but yeah. Many of you won't be surprised that I went into my day 1 pizza, snuck into it last night, and there isn't heaps left today. So already things are going wrong. So good. Wunderbar. When you're sailing, if there's one thing that'll send you insane, it's the sailing in between squalls and getting a lot of wind and then none, and having a rough, not super rough, but roughish sea state with your sails just doing nothing, like no pressure against them, and having them just go. So the winds dropped down to 5 knots from behind us, so I turned the engine on, wound in the head sail, and I'm about to drop the mainsail. And then in a minute I'll find the wind again, and I'll have to hoist them all again. See what I mean? That could potentially send someone absolutely insane. Shut it!
5 minutes later.
So before, I only ended up having to put the engine on for half an hour, which was good because I don't like having the engine on. I dropped the sails were slatting, it was going bang, bang, bang. So I dropped them, put the engine on, and then about 20 minutes later, probably even less, I got the prevailing winds back. So then I threw all the sails up again. I was a bit annoyed because there was probably an hour and a half long period where there wasn't any proper wind. So I was getting a bit frustrated there. Had to put the engine on. So then I went to the gym, ate the rest of my pizza, been listening to some music, and now I'm really amped. Getting ready for night shift and wondering about whether or not I'll take a reef for tonight. I wanted to explain to everyone my thought process behind this trip, why I left on the day I did, show you a bit of the weather. Yeah, that's what I'll do now. So the prevailing winds have been from here in general. If you look at the direction of the wind is like this, and then it's going to swing all the way around to there. So as we do this, it swings all the way around, and this is where I want to go here, and the wind's coming from here now. There's 4 different weather models down here, which are, I can have a look at one, and then another, but that's why there's 4 different boats. And the boats go at the rough speed that La Vagabond would go, because you put your polars in there. So the wind's from here. As it swings around, I want to get in closer to the coast of the US because the wind comes from here. So I don't want to be up here and then go across because the wind's going to be in my face. So I sort of want to go like this. So because I'm single-handing, I don't want to get caught in a shipping lane or anything like that. So I don't want to be close to the coast of the US. I can't be too far to the east because, as like I was showing you, the wind swings around like that. And if I'm over here and I want to go there and the wind's coming from there, it's going to be really annoying. So it's sort of like safety by distance from shipping lane and busy coastline. So I'll sort of stay out and sort of just get in close and have a look at it, see what sort of traffic I'm dealing with, and then get in a bit closer and a bit closer. The reason is that, you know, yeah, I'll be setting my alarm every 15 minutes, but you never know. So it's always better to not be in a shipping lane if you're a single-handed sailor. And obviously in close to the Bahamas as well. So I want to try and get reasonably quickly, I want to be getting out of the area of the Bahamas and then over close enough to the coast that the waves aren't going to be too bad when they do come from this way, but not too vicious. I haven't really explained myself very well, but
the more cautious Association for the Advancement of Artificial Intelligence has set us.
that is one beautiful sunset, making everything orangey red. Absolutely amazing. Because I got close to Hopetown, I was able to fire off a message to Elayna, letting her know that I was still alive, and get the weather again, so a more updated forecast. I'm really looking forward to tonight. I just hope that there's no big squalls like what happened this afternoon, where I'll have to take a reeve and then shake it out and do all that sort of stuff in the middle of the night. That would be very, very annoying. But, you know, them's the breaks, I suppose. That was a powerful squall to completely stop all of the prevailing winds in the area, because it's been blowing 15 knots all day at least. Yum, yum, yum. I don't think that you guys can see that sunset as well as I can, but that is unbelievable, amazing, perfection, fantastico. It's really, really good. So I woke up to the autopilot alarm going off saying it was being overpowered, which is a good thing because it let me know that there was a squall coming, and it went to 25 knots from a pretty sustained 15. Yeah, so it was 15, 16, 17 knots, and then it went to 28, which is a big increase. So I woke up and there was alarms, and then my alarm to wake up went off like 2 minutes later, so there was all different alarms going off. I was outside winding in the head sail, so the first thing I did was go downwind, which brought the apparent wind speed down because I'm running away from the wind essentially. Then I started letting go some of the head sail sheet and winding in on the head sail, and it's back to 20 knots now, so it was 20 past 5 when all this was going on. It's now 20 to 6.
Themselves deliver a changing standard of living.
Crashing on this highway, the only way to escape my